Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. Video number 2 out of 2. Yeah, double upload day and a bombastic double upload. It's a heavyweight double upload. Back to being heavyweights again, right? Or are we? We'll get into it. Because now, unlike earlier on, things are a little, let's say up in the air. We don't really know what way is it going. It kind of depends on Chelsea, really. But we'll get into it. Before we do not forget to catch all the content as it drops tomorrow. There will be funnily enough, it's going to be at a stupendous hour, but there will be a match review after the friendly against Club America. That game will be finishing at 5:30 in the morning for me. But ironically, I'm going to be up. So I will get up at a stupid time and we will watch this game and I will do a match review. So there will be that. Make sure you're here for that. Much appreciated. And do not forget to check out all the socials on screen and in the description as well. Let's get cracking. Latest. On Victor Osimhen, we acknowledged what was going on earlier on with the links between Napoli, Lukaku, Osimhen and Chelsea. And after all of that had happened, there was Osimhen's agent that came out trying to dismiss that it can never just be a loan. Like, who do you take my client for? A flipping mug? Like, he basically took it down that route. But he didn't deny, right? He didn't deny it. He didn't say that there's nothing happening, that it's all just completely fake news. No. He said he said the news that people have heard so far is a fantasy. And kind of left it at that. That was in reference to what David Ornstein had put out, because David Ornstein put out the possibility of there being a loan, right? And we showed that earlier on. Well, David Ornstein, after Osimhen's agent decided to speak, done this. He pinned his message. He pinned it. Now, not just David Ornstein. David Ornstein pinned this, and he never pins things. We have to acknowledge he never pins things, right? David Ornstein is not the pinner. So the fact that he has pinned it shows that there's substance here and things are going to be happening. Basically, this is not the end of this story. Things are going to be coming. But at the same time David Ornstein done that, Fabrizio Romano pinned his Osimhen tweet that he put out yesterday evening about Chelsea being in the picture for a possible deal involving Lukaku. So both had pinned their messages there. That tells us, one way or another, that this saga is to be continued and things are going to be happening. This is not over. This is not over. So, what's the latest in regards to all of it? Well, Fabrizio's given us that tonight. Here it is. Osimhen doesn't want to go on loan with an option to buy. An obligation is not considered a loan. That's the trick of words. Because David Ornstein was talking about a loan. And the agent has come out and gone, like a loan is a fantasy. But I have to say, Fabrizio's right on this. Yeah, an obligation, it looks like a loan, but it's not a loan. Like, it's a loan for a season, but the loan ends with a transfer fee being paid. It's not a loan. It's just a delayed payment. That's all it is. That's all it is. If a loan with an obligation to buy means at the end of that season you buy the player, it's an obligation. It means that it's basically buy now, pay later. You know, you go to the shop and you have that deal that's there, buy now, pay later, where you don't buy anything, you don't pay anything on the day that you buy it. You pay later, right? I'm not talking finance either. That's not split out on monthly payments. It's literally buy now, pay later. That's that. And yeah, when you look at it from that aspect, it's not a loan. So maybe there's a whole play of words here. This goes back to the news from video number 1, where I mentioned, well, we saw what Ben Jacobs had put and a couple of others, about how there could be an obligation to buy on the basis that Chelsea qualify for the Champions League. That could be something. But I don't think the whole saga ends just around that. It goes back to the biggest fish here and the biggest point in the room, the biggest elephant in the room. And what is it? It's what I mentioned yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before. And it's about what? Yeah, not the fee, the salary. Here it is. Fabrizio saying the salary is important. If Victor Osimhen was to go on loan to Chelsea, he would probably have to reduce it. Napoli will never cover the wages while out on loan. He's on a big salary, around £9.2 million net. He does not want to cut it. So, you know what? Let me do this right now. 9.2 million, right? 9.2, right? We can see that. There we are, 9.2. Actually, we can do... There's two ways of doing this, right? You do it divided by 12 and then divided by 4, and that comes to just under 200k a week, which is doable, right? But that's not the real way that you're meant to do it. The real way you're meant to do it is 9.2 and divide that by 52, straight. Net. Now, this deal is very possible. I thought he was on more. This is telling me 176 grand a week. Listen. Chelsea, just pay him 200k a week and this is done. Yeah? That's it. Just pay him 200. Job done. That's more than what he's getting at Napoli now, isn't it? If it is, great. This deal is doable. I thought he was earning more. I thought it was higher than that. 9.2. No, I thought it was more. I could have swore he was on like 200 or 220k a week already. I think we've just proven to Chelsea this is a very doable deal. Chelsea, what are we doing? Go and get him. Go and get the brother. Go and get him. There's no excuse now. There's no excuse. We've done the maths. The maths are mathing. The calculators have come out and the maths are mathing. Chelsea, go and get the geezer. Simple as that. Now, Fabrizio has also clarified on the time frame. What's the time frame that this could be done by? Well, not so soon. Osimhen to Chelsea is nothing imminent. It won't happen tomorrow. It won't happen Thursday. It's early stages. Okay. We'll wait. Look, how long is this going to take? Don't know. We'll wait. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Before we wrap up the Osimhen saga, a Chelsea player is looking like he's acknowledged it. Now, you wouldn't guess who. It's the guy that's probably going to be getting competition from him. Nicholas Jackson liked a post linking Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. On Instagram, there was a lovely Chelsea Osimhen post, and there it is, liked by Jackson.NJ11. That is Nico Jackson himself, showing that Napoli are in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Romelu Lukaku, while discussions also taking place about a move for Victor Osimhen in the opposite direction. I like that. From Nico, I like that a lot. I respect it. Because... normally, you'd think, he's not going to be excited. He's going to be getting competition. Someone's probably going to take his place. Nico likes it. Respect. I got nothing but respect for Nico there. He likes a challenge then. He likes the competition. Flipping amazing. That's the attitude I want to see. So, shout out. Respect. Respect. Now, moving on from Osimhen, let me know your thoughts down below. Let's go to the other geezer that's in the limelight, and that's Conor Gallagher. Gallagher and Atletico is getting very hot. Atletico idea is to offer around 30 million euros plus add-ons, trying to reach final agreement with Chelsea. That was earlier on this evening. Then we had from Fabrizio more on Conor Gallagher and Atletico Madrid exclusive story. Understand Atleti and Chelsea are close to reach full agreement on fee around 35 to 40 million euros, add-ons included. Deal depends on player side and terms. Atleti want Conor as priority, but the timing will be crucial. This is where it all comes to the guy who holds the keys. And the keys are held by Conor himself. Like I've said before, he could easily just go proper straight up Jordan Belfort, Wall of Wall Street. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. He could. If he wanted to, he could. And no one can stop him. But I think his football will be severely decapitated. Severely. I think that he will not be playing much minutes. Whereas at Atletico, I think he's playing every single game. So, and Champions League football. So, I think Conor will consider this. And I think Conor will leave. Like I've said, I don't want him going. but on one condition, yeah? If Chelsea are going to try and get pure profit, but they spend on Osimhen and they go and get a proper winger, if they go and get a Chiesa, if they go and get a Nico Williams, if they go like someone, at that point we can come to a compromise. I will take that compromise, no problem, right? So Chelsea, go and do the required business and we'll all be happy. So there we are. That's the latest on Conor Gallagher. Let me know your thoughts down below. Apologies, indigestion. Now, as we are about to wrap up, let's get to a couple of more stories. Here's the latest from David Ornstein. Newcastle scout Delroy Ebanks joining Chelsea as head of academy recruitment. Chelsea also taking Ayo Durogiai, if I've said that correctly, from Arsenal. Glenn van der Kran plus Jack Francis in charge of new look youth structure, overseen by Shield Stewart and Win Stanley. So we're getting a Newcastle geezer and we're getting an Arsenal geezer. That tends to be quite good. When it comes to youth football, Arsenal are up there. So, yeah, apart from that, I can't really comment. Great. Now, this don't make sense. Now, we've come to things that make sense, and now we're about to come to things that don't make sense. Here's the latest on a goalkeeper again. Chelsea and Genk are nearing an agreement for Mike Penders for £16.8 million plus bonuses and sell-on percentages. Penders has only one match at the highest level and becomes the most expensive keeper ever in Belgium. What's going on? What is this? Yesterday, he was worth 900k. No word of a lie. Yesterday, this guy was worth 900k. Yeah, people were saying Chelsea were going to buy him for $1 million. Now he's worth 16.8 million. That's the biggest capital appreciation I think I've ever seen. You know, it's ridiculous. What? 16.8? Nah, come on, man. This is money laundering. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. There's money laundering going on here. There has to be. Come on. Let's not act dumb. This is dumb. This is a brother, and look, who's played only one match at the highest level. One. You're worth £16.8 million now, mate. Come on. No, Chelsea, no. This is no. There is something severely dodgy going on here. Severely dodgy. I will not comment any further because I have nothing else to say except that this is very dodgy. That's all. Now, to wrap up, we've got the game tomorrow, like I've said, and Enzo Maresca has given us the latest, and it's good news. Enzo Maresca says Dewsbury Hall will be involved tomorrow night, and respect to him, because Dewsbury Hall had to sing his initiation song, right? And apparently the song that he chose was, what's that song? Is it Fill Me Up Buttercup? What's that song? It's from the 60s. Hang on. Let me, Build Me Up. It's Build Me Up Buttercup. Build Me Up Buttercup by the Foundations, right? It's a song that goes back to 1968, right? And Dewsbury Hall sung that as his initiation song. I have to say, Dewsbury Hall, you've been raised correctly. Good man. And shout out to your parents. They definitely brought you up right. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do with a football. That's the most important thing. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like I've mentioned, tomorrow there will probably be a news video during the day. There probably has to be, because I'm sure there's going to be tons that's going to be kicking off. And then tomorrow night into the early hours of Thursday morning, you'll be getting a review straight after the game. It'll be a stupid hour, so many of you might be asleep. But after the game, it will be up. I'll be awake because here in Dubai, it'll be 6 a.m. for me. So I'll give you guys a review. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one and then a brand new two. So thank you all so much for watching, people. Do not forget, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you have enjoyed this. And check out the socials on screen in the description. I'm active on Insta here specifically, very, very active. So make sure you're following there. And the second channel as well, brand new video will be dropping very soon. So make sure you are there for that too. And I will catch all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Take care and peace.